Welcome back to the worldwide leader of all things Hanahan. I'm Macy Ducker. It's Friday, October 22nd, and you're watching Hawk's Eye View. COVID has shut down a lot of things the past 2 years here at Hanahan. But finally, some of our old traditions are making their way back. The first one being a Hawk's Eye View favorite. The Mr. Hanahan contest is coming back. Hanahan's best guys will battle it out in one of our school's favorite competitions. The contest will take place on Saturday, December 4th at 5 p.m. Voting for the lucky guys that will take the stage will be November 12th. Hawk's Eye View will keep you updated with more info as both dates get closer. We are excited to bring back this fun tradition. Hanahan's most positive and inclusive club is also making a comeback. A list has been posted with the 2021 Fall Club Joy members. To see if you were on the list, check the Club Joy bulletin board right outside of Ms. Formicella's room. All of these members will be required to turn in their club due of $25 by next Friday, October 25th. The first meeting will be held on the same day at 8:30 a.m. in room 101. On the topic of clubs, the Renaissance Club is making their triumphant return as well. Renaissance cards will be delivered next week during second block. If you have any questions, see Ms. Cromer in room 114. Also, Ms. Cromer wants to remind all juniors that they need to visit room 114 to turn in their ACT/SAT choice form. This form is due immediately. So those are a few old traditions making a comeback. Let's start a new Hawk's Eye View tradition. Here is our newest segment, What's Dealio with Dylan Ruggiero.
Hey Hanahan, I'm standing inside the JK building, and almost all of you have had classes inside this building, but almost nobody knows why it's called the JK building.
Back when the school was first built, each hallway was assigned a letter. For instance, there was Hall A, Hall B, and so forth. The two hallways in the JK building just happened to be J and K, so the students just decided to call it the JK building.
However, a couple years ago, the building was renamed to the Gant Hall. This change was made after the old digital art and design teacher, Mr. Gant, retired. Even though this building is now called the Gant Hall, the students still call it the JK building. Now you know what's the dealio. Back to Macy in the studio.
Thanks, Dylan. I never knew that. Switching back to some news, the library is celebrating a special month. Now is the time to expand your horizons. This month, the library is celebrating Global Diversity Month. If you check out a book from their special display, you will receive a prize. Stop by that display in the library today. In other news, seniors, there are some special dates that you need to be aware of. The end of your high school career will be here before you know it. Here's a rundown of some dates that you need to know. May 16th will be the senior breakfast at 9 a.m. in the cafeteria with a meeting to follow in the auditorium. On May 18th at 10 a.m. there will be a senior meeting followed by a senior checkout. Also, on the night of May 18th will be senior awards night at 6 p.m. in the auditorium. On May 26th, graduation practice will be held at 10 a.m. in the auditorium. And finally, on Friday, May 27th, we will have graduation inside the North Charleston Coliseum at 2 p.m. Switching it over to the Hulk himself, here is Jackson Zero with HEV Sports.
Hey Hanahan, I'm Jackson Zarin here with the weekly update for all things Hawk Sports. With the football team heading towards the playoffs, we figured we'd take a look back at the top 5 plays throughout the year. Coming in at number 5, Mason Wozniak receiving a pass from Jaden Cummings and running it in for a touchdown against Port Gallup.
Let's go! Go!
Landing a 4th place finish is Prince Shepard with an interception against Stratford. It wouldn't be a top 5 list without Turbo in the mix. Here's Josh with a 79-yard rushing touchdown. Coming in at number 2, and his second time on this list, is Prince Shepard with a scoop and score against Portugal. And to wrap things up, the obvious top play of the year will be Josh Shaw's 38-yard touchdown, breaking 3 tackles with 1:18 left against the Cobras. Moving from our football team, who's already in the playoffs, to our volleyball team trying to make it to the playoffs. The ladies took the court on Monday against Battery Creek for a play-in game. The ladies traveled to Ashley Ridge, believed to be a neutral site, so no team could have a home court advantage. Early in the game, Battery Creek serves, the Hawks pick it up, and Gwen Croft with the spike. The ladies fought hard, winning in 3 straight sets, paving their way into the playoffs. Great work, ladies. Now we take a look at some upcoming events. First up, the cross-country team will be traveling to CC Sandhills Invitational on Saturday. Next up is Rivalry Week. Friday, our Hawk football team will be taking on the Bishops here at home at 7:30. And remember, for home games, no tickets will be sold at the gate. All must be bought online at hawkathletics.net. Coming up next on our list, Coach Mams wants you to know the Hanahan boys basketball tryouts will take place starting November 1st. B team tryouts will start at 3:15 at the Hanahan Middle School gym. JV and varsity tryouts will be at 6 p.m. at the Hanahan High School gym. You need to sign up for an account on planethighschool.com and upload a physical and fill out all of the forms on the website. This has to be done prior to tryouts. Any questions, see Coach Mams in classroom 124. Next up, Coach Atkins wants to remind you that preseason wrestling continues Monday through Thursday until Wednesday, October 27th. It's a great way to get in shape and ready for the regular season. Speaking of which, regular season wrestling practice begins Monday, November 1st. That's all the sports we have for this week, Hawks. Now back to Macy in the studio.
Thanks, Jackson. Speaking of Rivalry Week, Mr. Brimmer is selling Beat the Bishop shirts for next week's Rivalry home game. Make sure to purchase one today for the low price of $5. And since it is such a low price, maybe pay it forward and buy another shirt for someone who can't buy one. Moving from high school rivalries to college rivalries, Student Council will be doing a rivalry fundraiser for the Ronald McDonald House starting on November 1st. This will be Clemson fans versus Carolina fans, like we have had in the past. More directions will be coming soon, but fans of the Tigers and Gamecocks will compete to collect the most kitchen items, household items, and individual snacks. The top 3 classes will win prizes. To close out the show, let's check in with our second favorite form of Friday Night Light entertainment. Here's Question Royale with Val.
I know y'all looking at me like, oh my gosh, Val, what happened to your shoulder? What happened to your shoulder? Don't worry about that. It's a new segment. Let's get it. Spell definitely.
Oh man.
Spell what?
Definitely.
No, I ain't doing that.
Bruh.
DEFINIETLY?
Tell you what, tell me how to spell win.
Win, okay.
W-I-N, tonight. Let's go.
All right, yep, y'all heard it first. Win is 2 plus 3 minus 1. If donuts are 12 cents a dozen, how much does 100 donuts cost? Why are so many men around me shirtless?
You are sus.
$1? You sure? You sure? 12. Wrong.
Hot boy winter, I guess. Hot boy fall.
How much points are you guys gonna lose by tonight?
We are winning.
Yeah, we're winning.
Go Sharks.
Spell balloon.
BALLOON.
B-A-L-L-O-N.
Today on Here with Val, we're not here with Val, we're with me, which is better anyway. Thank you.
Name all 3 countries in North America. No guesses?
No, sir.
Canada, United States, Mexico.
There is no countries in North America, it's states.
Bruh.
It's not 3 countries in North America.
Bruh.
Can I come up? Alright, some of y'all need to work on y'all geographical answers as well as y'all dance moves. Oceanside, I don't know what to say. Hanahan, I don't know what to say. Kinda disappointed. I'm out.
Thanks, Val. One last thing before we go. The Hawk Watch never stops. We are on Twitter at HanahanI. On Instagram, you can catch us at Hawks Eye View HHS and join our Google Classroom. We are always updating that with new information. Plus, you can leave us a question, comment, or story idea too. The class code is A4BMYPO. Again, the class code is A4BMYPO. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to follow us. I'm Macy Ducker, and from all of us here at Hawks Eye View, we will see you next week. Have a great weekend, Hawks.